Hi folks! Today I will talk a little bit about TiddlyWiki and 2 ways of saving your own tiddlers. I'm complaining about some annoying aspects of TiddlyWiki in this video. This is not while I'm against TiddlyWiki. This is because I love to use TiddlyWiki and I would like to love it even more. I would really use it on a daily basis. I would like to use it for educational purposes in the classroom, but there are some obstacles which I can't ignore. My pupils, my students won't work with TiddlyWiki in this actual status of the different saving methods. This is too ugly. This is too annoying. I will show you. Let's take a look. I begin with the so-called browser storage plugin. In order to make a first test, I can go to the TiddlyWiki homepage, TiddlyWiki.com. There is the usual empty download file. In order to getting started, you can begin with an empty wiki file. The download is easy, and if you downloaded this empty TiddlyWiki file, you can start some experiments with it. I open Firefox, and this is our new TiddlyWiki in all its glory. I change the name to local storage test. I save it. This is one of some problems with TiddlyWiki. In Firefox standard default configuration on Manjaro Linux, you see there it says something about saving, but it is not saved here. It saved it to my download folder here. This is really annoying. But this is Firefox. I won't occupy this video with Firefox. I go simply back and override it, refresh my browser. I've changed the name of the wiki. This is the usual behavior with the download saver. I won't complain about it. This is a really working mechanism. It's not very convenient, but it works on all platforms at different times. It can be a lifesaver. Let's take a look at the local browser storage. In order to use it, I need a plugin. To get a plugin, you go to the control panel. There's a symbol in every TiddlyWiki. You go to plugins, get more plugin, open plugin library. The browser, I can use the search field. There's the browser storage, local storage in the browser. I install it. And you see the message, please save and reload to allow changes to take effect. Alright, I save. Firefox saved wiki. You see there's a download symbol. Firefox has made a copy of it. I open the copy. You see it is in downloads, empty HTML. Yeah, it will fool us again, but it's only temporarily the case. It will change. I take the empty one, copy it back in my folder. Here we are. I call it our local storage. All right, I refresh it. There is no plugin. Let's check. This is the wrong file. I use our new file, our local storage. This is here. Let's take a look. Check. There is our local storage plugin. And now there is something strange with the local storage plugin. If you go to settings, you see the user browser local storage. Also Quatsch, the use browser local storage is active. He is enabled. It should work. But if you save a new tiddler, it won't be saved. I've used a lot of time to get behind this problem. I found here save filter. There is a configuration, a default configuration which stands in our way. You have to change this line to all in order to save all your new tiddlers in the local browser storage. I do it, and I have to make a copy of it again. And you see saved wiki. Oh, not again. Yes. You see, Firefox has used our download folder again. All right. For the last time, I will do it. I go to downloads, our local storage, copy, back to working directory, override it, yeah. And there's our local storage. And now let's take a look if it works. I use a tiddler with the title Puremble. This is a strange word. Tiddler test. Test is text. Save. Now you see there is a red error. This red error is the display with the message you have changes in your TiddlyWiki file which are not saved. Yeah, you have made some changes, new tiddlers. If you leave your wiki, these changes are lost. Yeah, I go out. This page is asking you to confirm that you want to leave. Data you have entered may not be saved. Alright, I leave page. And therefore I have refreshed the page. And you see, there's always a red error. I see, oh, my recent tiddler is saved. In order to show you where it is saved, I go again out of my browser. And we take a look to our file, our local storage HTML. I open it with Vim. You see, if I go in Vim and search about our tiddler, there is no Puremble. No Puremble tiddler. This file is empty. If I open this file with Firefox, this file is not empty. There's our tiddler Puremble. Therefore, conclusion, the tiddler is saved in the browser cache of Firefox. Another proof, I open it with Google Chrome. You see, no tiddlers. Another proof, we are using only the cache of the browser Firefox at the moment. If I want to save this new tiddler, the whole wiki with all the content in a usual single file wiki, I have to use this saving button. If I use this saving button, now there is the download saving mechanism active, and the behavior depends on your browser settings, and the kind of browser you are using. You see, Firefox has made a copy, our local storage 1 HTML. I go in this directory. Here we are. and take a look at it with Vim. And now if I search here with Vim after Pschyrembel, you see there is a Pschyrembel in it. Here. There's a tiddler with the title Pschyrembel. This is our usually TiddlyWiki HTML file with all tiddlers in it. Conclusion, you can use a TiddlyWiki with the browser storage plugin, and you can save your tiddlers in the browser cache, and you can occasionally make backups of the whole TiddlyWiki as a single file in the usual way with the download saving mechanism. This is not bad, but this is also not really good. I'm very annoyed if there's always a red error. I don't want to have this red error. This red error is the symbol with the message you have unsaved changes. If I use the local browser cache, I have no unsaved changes. I have saved tiddlers. It's my decision to make a backup, and I would prefer to have here a symbol which tells me all the time when I'm using the local browser cache for my actual tiddlers. There should be a display, an information with the message you are using the browser cache, and I want occasionally make backups of this. If this is the case, I could easily use it in the classroom with my students. This would be great. Yes, but this is another obstacle. But it seems to work. Therefore, maybe I should give it a try in the classroom. Maybe, but I'm not really amused about it. Another way to save a tiddly in a more convenient way would be to use the TiddlyDesktop. This is something like this. TiddlyDesktop. You can tell your search machine TiddlyDesktop download and go directly to the GitHub archive of Jeremy Ruston. And there we are. If you go in there, TiddlyDesktop, there's a video tutorial, there are the releases. You can download a fresh version. 17 hours ago, 14th release. I'm using TiddlyDesktop Linux 64. I'm here on Manjaro Linux. I've downloaded this archive, TiddlyDesktop Linux 64, version 14. It looks like this. I deflated it here. For the new, not nerdy user, you see, there is just a little problem. The program is called TiddlyDesktop. How do I start this program? TiddlyDesktop should be a name here of an executable, but there is no executable with the name TiddlyDesktop. I can guess what do I need to start this program. I know in the meantime it is NWV. NWV starts TiddlyDesktop. This is a new freshly started TiddlyDesktop without any other additions. I start TiddlyDesktop, you see a real big window. Right in the bar is a symbol, a subtray icon of TiddlyDesktop. This is usual behavior. I started a program with an icon in the subtray, but this icon doesn't react to anything. I can't use it with the mouse, right mouse click, context menu, nothing. Yes, there are different programs for volume control and another thing, networking. They are all opening their options if I click with the right mouse button. I can start them, I can end them, I can quit them. Why can't I do nothing with TiddlyDesktop? This is really annoying. TiddlyDesktop is the most convenient way to save your TiddlyWiki file if you don't want to get in the hassle of configuring something special. This would really great. I can add a wiki file of an existing wiki, I can make a new wiki file, and there's a standard new empty wiki file which I can use. I add a wiki file. I have something here. This is another wiki file I've prepared. There's nothing in it in the moment. I just changed the title, nothing else. And there's the local storage plugin in it. I can disable it. I can save it. The display is a little annoying. There's the full screen. I have nothing to do. I can simply use it. I can go and save it. It automatically saves it. I can make new tiddlers. I call this Schiller. Tuck. Really good. Yes, this is the most convenient way. This is the easiest way to work with a TiddlyWiki. And TiddlyWiki makes backups. You see, automatically backups of our TiddlyWiki file. This is really great. But why does this icon not work? Let's take a look. I close this instance of my TiddlyWiki, local browser storage test, and there is some chaos on my desktop. Let's close some windows. Alright, there's our TiddlyDesktop process. Don't close it. There we are. This is our TiddlyDesktop main window. Perhaps I'm too stupid about this, but I have not found a way to hide this window. The usual behavior of a program with a sister icon would be I can close this window, and then there is always the symbol. With the symbol I can open this window again. If I close this window, I do it. I close it, chuck. The substrate icon is always disappearing. If I work with TiddlyDesktop, there is always this big window open. I can make it minimal, yes, but I can't close it without closing the whole TiddlyDesktop. Why is this the case? It should be possible to use it like another program with the usual icons in the substrate, and with using the right mouse button, this would be really fine. Conclusion. For me, this is at the moment no way to use it in the classroom with my students. Both methods of saving have their disadvantages and their annoying behaviors. My pupils, my students, can deal with it if I educate them and give them advices, but it's really time consuming, and I think this behavior is not the real way for TiddlyWiki. There was a discussion in the Google groups of TiddlyWiki sometimes about making the contact for beginners easy with TiddlyWiki. Yeah, what should a new user get if he want to use TiddlyWiki? What's an easy way to use it? And I don't understand why there are always these obstacles. TiddlyDesktop could be an easy way. but there are some annoying aspects, details, which are hindering me to use it as a noob, without getting frustrated. The same is with the local browser storage. Other firms, other programmers, developers make it more easy. If you have a program which uses the local browser cache, you can use it without having additional annoying saving dialog. Yeah, it would be okay if you want to use the browser local storage, that there is no further warning and you use it, but always the red error on the download saving mechanism gets in the way of the saving with the local browser storage. Also this is very annoying, and I'm not very pleased about it. TiddlyWiki changes from time to time, but it's a really solid notebook which you can carry through the decades and use again after 20 years without any problems. But the actual working with TiddlyWiki without using a solid saving mechanisms which you can easily configure at one time and forget about it after it is not even existent in these days. This is a little bit of a disillusion. I'm very sad about it. So much for today. Have a nice day. Bye bye.